Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today I'm going to make a blouse with this bamboo yarn. This bamboo yarn are very fine and very soft. It's a 6-ply yarn, but even though it's 6-ply, it is very thin and very soft. So for this blouse, I'm going to make in 2 patterns. One would be the Primrose stitch and another one would be the polished star stitch. So for the Primrose stitch, which is the top and the bottom part of the blouse, I'll be using this multicolor yarn, whereas the polished star, which is in the middle of the blouse, I'll be using these two. And because the yarn is so fine, I'll be using a 3mm hook. So I've done part of it, the bottom part, so it looked like this. This is the Primrose stitch. So I made it in a circle. It goes round and round and round. But for tutorial's sake, because this yarn is multicolor and kind of fine, I'm not sure if you can see it on video. So I'm going to use a 5-ply cotton yarn with plain color. That is in plain color so that you can see better. And I'm going to make a miniature of this. This one, I already measure my body size. It goes round and round. So for Primrose stitch, you will need a multiple of 3. As for the polished star, I would need a multiple of 8. So I put the 2 together and I somehow come up with 240 stitches. So in order for me to check back easier, I put a marker at every 10 stitch, every 10 sets of this Primrose stitch. So it's easier for me to check back. Like for example, I have done one stretch here. So this, from this marker to this marker, there will be 10 sets. It has to be 10 sets. So I would check and see if there are 3 double crochet in each of these sets and whether there are 10 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this stretch here is correct. So every stretch I'll add a marker. Every 10 sets of it I'll add a marker, so that if in case I made a mistake, I do not have to go back and check. Well, this is like few hundred stitches, so it's easier to check this way. And one more thing is, when I go round and round and round, I'll just show you here that when I reach the part here, when I reach the end here, I do not slip stitch. So instead of slip stitch to the first set here, you can just slip stitch here. I just continue. The next row should be, I'll let you know later on. So the next row is another pattern. I will just continue without any slip stitch. Anyway, without the slip stitch and with this multicolor yarn, you cannot even see where I start and where I stop. So even though here you might see like this is higher and this lower, but if you slip stitch here, it's not noticeable. So now for tutorial's sake, I'll show you with thicker cotton yarn. Okay, now for tutorial's sake, I'm going to use a thicker cotton yarn. I'm going to do the Primrose stitch, which is in a multiple of 3 plus 2. So you make a knot. This is my habit of making a knot. And then you do it in a multiple of 3. First, you have to measure your body and see how large you want the blouse to be, and then you work your way to a multiple of 3. I'm just going to make a miniature of it. Okay, let's say this is the length that I want. I just add 2. I turn my work to the bum side, and on the third 1, 2, 3, on the third stitch from the hook, the bum side, you do a single crochet, and after the single crochet you chain 2 and do a single crochet on the same stitch, and later you skip 2, you go to the third one, you do a single crochet and you chain 2 and you do a single crochet on the same stitch, so you turn out like this. You will have a bum. So skip 2, single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet in the same stitch. So you do this until the end of the row. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. So once you have reached the end, this is the time I'm connect the bottom. So you work your way here. So now we want to work in a circle. Means we're gonna continue here. So the bottom part here, you just pull this tail over. You pull the tail over and you use a needle. Oops, sorry, before I do that, this have to be on top. Okay, so you check, because it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be in a circle. So the bottom part here, pull the tail over. Oops, or you can use a needle to pull it over. Okay, once you pull it over, you use a needle to sew this tail back over here, because it came here, so if you continue here it will come off easily. So use a needle and go back. Just now we connect here, so use a needle and hide it back over the other side. And later on I'm going to do 1 row of single crochet here, so it's kind of still off. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to go to row 2. This is a miniature of it. So once I reach the end here, let's say I've tied a knot here. I've tied properly at the bottom here. This is how I connect the bottom to make it go round and round. If you want to connect it while you're doing the foundation chain, you can, but I did before and it kind of curled up. It kind of got bent another way, so it got twisted. So I prefer this way, especially because this one now we are only doing this view. Imagine the actual blouse, I have to do 240 stitches, so the foundation chain is kind of long, and with this fine yarn it kind of twists and turn. I won't be able to really see where it is in a straight line, the foundation chain. So this is how I join the bottom. So now for the next row I'm going to do 3 double crochet onto this chain 2 space. So by right, you can, if you want, you can slip stitch here, slip stitch to the first, but I'm not going to slip stitch. All I did was I go round and round and round. So now after this chain 2, my next pattern is going to be 3 double crochet. So I yarn over and do a double crochet onto the chain 2 space. This is 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. So after this 3 double crochet, I yarn over again. I'm going to do 3 double crochet in this chain 2 space. Remember, before this, the previous row we did a single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet. So this is a chain 2 space. So I'm going to do 3 double crochet. So you see, it kind of like joined properly. So continue with the 3 double crochet. So when you're doing it in few hundred rows, few hundred stitches, it's best that you add a marker at every 10 of this pattern, so that you can check back your work to see, sometimes I just got carried away. Instead of doing 3 double crochet, I did 4, or sometimes I did 2. So it's best to check back every 10 space, that stretch every 10 of it. Or you want 20, you can do that too, instead of 10. Okay, so by the time I come to the last one here, instead of slip stitch to the first one here, I just continue. So for row 3, I'm going to do just like row 1. You skip 2. Skip 2 means actually this one and this one, but in order not to confuse you, I go to the middle. There's 3 double crochet here. Take the middle one, do a single crochet and chain 2. So after you chain 2, you go back to the same space, the same stitch, do a single crochet, and now you jump to the next one. It's the same thing. You're gonna skip 2 actually, 1, 2, but in order not to confuse you, you don't count the skip. You don't count how many you skip. You just go straight to the middle one. You have 1, 2, 3 double crochet here. Go to the middle one and do a single crochet and chain 2 and single crochet again in the same stitch. So here, make sure you do not chain 2. You go straight to the one in the middle, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same stitch. And here, no chain 2, just go straight to the middle part here, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same stitch. So get a hang of it. This is quite, you can do this quite fast. I'm sorry I did this kind of small, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So you're gonna look like this. So you're going to go round and round and round. So by the time you reach the end here, you can see this chain 2 with the chain single crochet with the chain 2 space. This is the end, because this is a different pattern. This is 3 double crochet, but this is a single crochet with the chain 2 space. So now you yarn over, go straight to the chain 2 space and do the 3 double crochet. So that's how I go round and round and round. Make sure you connect this properly, and you're gonna have a very lovely stitch like this. So this is in multicolor, so if I'm gonna do it here to show you, it's kind of difficult. So here up close, that's how it look like. This part here is in multiple of 3, and the polished star I'm gonna do, I did 10 rows here. It's up to you how many rows, how many sets you want to do. I did about 10 sets of this. So the next stretch here, I'm going to do polished star stitch. But for the polished star stitch, I need a multiple of 8. So happen mine, I did 80 of this here, so I have 240, and it's just nice for my next batch of polished star. So you have to do your maths and see whether you're going to get 240 stitches. So happen mine, 240 stitches, it fits me just right. So here I have 240 stitches, so it's 240, you can divide by 80, you can divide by 8, and you can divide by 3. So you can go with multiple of 8, you can go with multiple of 3. So if you can't, if let's say your body size you need more or less than this, by the time you reach here for the polished star, you do 1 row of single crochet all around, and you might need do some reduction or increase while you're doing the single crochet all around. You do some reduction or increase to make the stitches into a multiple of 8 before we start to do the polished star thing. So mine is just nice, but I plan to do a row of single crochet all around before I start the polished star. So here, this is my starting point. So I end here. So from here, I'll just go straight to the next stitch and start doing my single crochet all around. And just do single crochet. Oops, I'm not sure if you see it just now. Let me show you again. This is my last stitch. This is my starting point. This is where I always change. This is the point, but you can't see from here. So here I'm gonna start to do my single crochet all around. Just do single crochet in every stitch, and later I'm gonna end this color and start a new set of color, and I'm going to do single crochet all around here too, the bottom part here. This is where I join. So I'm going to do 1 row of single crochet here and here. This is the bottom part, and I'm working my way up. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've come to the end of the row. I've done single crochet all around. Same here. Single crochet all around. So now I want to change color to green. So I'll leave this tail here. I use this green I'll tie a knot using the green. The color yarn is still here. I'm gonna tie a knot, and this color yarn, I'm gonna tie a knot here. This means this knot is the colored yarn tied with the colored yarn, the green tied with the green, and pull. Make sure it's tight. Make sure everything is tight enough. And then I'm gonna cut this balance tail. And I'm gonna continue single crochet for one more row. Let me hide this yarn first. Okay, I can continue here actually, just a little bit more, it's okay. Single crochet. There's just 3 more row with single crochet. I mean, it's the light color, it's okay. I'm gonna do single crochet all around again. This one I'm gonna hide it inside here in between. I'll use a needle to poke it in. And I'm going to do single crochet all around before I start the polish stitch. Actually, I should cut the yarn somewhere here. It's okay, just 3 stitch. It won't be noticeable. So I'm going to do single crochet all around again, and I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've come to the end of the row. Remember just now I had 3 which is in multicolor. It's supposed to be green. That's because when I cut the yarn, still got a bit more. So here I did 1 row of single crochet for the green part, and I'm going to slip stitch here. Now I'm going to chain 3. I'm gonna chain 3. I'm gonna do double crochet on the next stitch and the next, and the next. So this row here will count as a double crochet. So 1 2 3 4, you have 4 double crochet here. After 4 double crochet, you're gonna chain 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So chain 10, yarn over, right on the next stitch, do a double crochet. And then do 3 more double crochet, and then do double crochet in the next 3. So you have 4 double crochet, chain 10, 4 double crochet, chain 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yarn over and do a double crochet in the next stitch. So once you have this row right, the rest will be easy. So we can treat this as the foundation chain or the starting row on the polish star stitch. So you continue with this chain 4 double crochet, chain 10, 4 double crochet, chain 10, and you make sure all this row here you have a multiple of 8. If you do not have a multiple of 8, when you're doing this single crochet all around, you should do some increase or decrease. Either you increase 1 or 2 more just to make it up to the multiple of 8. So I'll come back to you once I have this row of green in this manner all around. So I'm only going to do 2 colors for this polish star. Some prefer 3 colors, but I'm going to make only 2. So when I come back here, I'm going to change color, but I'm not going to cut this color. Just going to leave it here, and by the time I come back here, I just pull it up to the next row. Okay, I've come to the last part here. I chain 10, and this is the last part. I'm supposed to join it with this, the top of this chain 3. So once I join it there, I yarn over. Instead of yarn over all, I'm going to change color, but I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to leave it here, and I just bring it along because I'm going to change color again in the next row, the next row. So here, let me get a yarn over. Oops. Okay. Oh, hang in there. The yarn is just so fine. I'm supposed to slip stitch like this, and before I slip stitch, I'll pull this yarn over. Make sure this is tight enough. Okay, I'm gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hide this tail later on. So here you already have 4, and I'm right here. So now on top of this 4, I'm going to do 6 double crochet. So I'm going to do 2 double crochet on the first one. So the chain 3 count as 1 double crochet. So this chain 3, 1 double crochet, and another one. And now another one in the middle on top of the second double crochet, and one more on the third double crochet on top of the third double crochet, and on this last double crochet I'm going to do increase 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So here from 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're gonna get 6 double crochet. And the same thing, the green one, leave it there. I'm gonna leave the green one here because later I'm gonna pull up here. So here I'm going to chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, chain 10. Now this time round on this part here, we're going to do double crochet on only on the middle two. We're going to skip this double crochet. We're going to do here and here. So we're going to do one here and another one in the next. So you end up here you have 2, here you have 6, and same thing, you're gonna chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing. The next one we're gonna have 6 double crochet. So when we have 6 double crochet and there's only 4 here, which means we're going to do increase on the far end. So we're going to do 2 single double crochet on the first one, then we're going to do 1 on the next one, and 1 more on the next one, and the last one we're gonna do 2 double crochet or double crochet increase. So this is how it's gonna look like. So here you have 2, here you have 6, 2, 6, 2, 6. So you continue in the same manner. You come back here, but do not cut this green part here. I'm gonna just pull it upwards when I'm gonna change color, because I'm only gonna use these 2 color, which is yellow and green. So the next row is gonna be green, and I'm not gonna cut this. I'm just gonna pull it here. Yeah, I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've come to the end of the row. I did a chain 10, and I'm supposed to join it with this chain 3, the top of this chain 3. So instead of, I'm supposed to slip stitch onto this chain 3 here. So instead of using this yellow, I'm gonna use the green one. So the green yarn, I just left it here. I did not cut the yarn. You do not have to cut the yarn, you just leave it here, and by the time you reach now for the next row, I need green. So just leave it here. You will see one line here, but this is the inside of the blouse. So it's just one short line. So here again, I'm gonna chain 3. Oh wait, here I have 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'm gonna slip stitch to the next because I only need 4. I have 6 here. I need to slip stitch to the next because I'm gonna do 4 double crochet. So this 6 become 4 double crochet, means I'm gonna skip this first one here, and I'm gonna do 4 double crochet in the middle, 4 here. So again, chain 3, do a double crochet in the next, because the chain 3 acts as single crochet, a double crochet. And the yellow yarn, just leave it here, because later I'm gonna pull up here and do the next row. So it's gonna look like this, not much, just a little bit here. So I'm gonna do 4 every single one I'm going to do 4 double crochet. So if I have 6 here, I'm going to skip the front, the first and the last, and I just do on the middle 4. So when you have only 2, the next one I'm going to do increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yarn over, and come here and do an increase. Because I need 4 double crochet, there's only 2 here, so I'm going to do increase in on top of each double crochet. So you're going to have 4 here and 4 here. So long you see this color, it's always a 4. But when you see this color, it's gonna, on top of the 6 will be a 2, and on top of the 2 will be a 6 double crochet. So here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Let me get this right. It's okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yarn over. Just yarn over. Here you have 6. You skip the first one and do only on the middle 4 double crochet. So I'm gonna have 1 double crochet on the second double crochet, another double crochet on top of the third double crochet, and the next one, and the next one. So here you have 6, it become 4. Here you have 2, it become 4. Here 6 become 4. So every single double crochet part, there's only 4 double crochet. So you're going to continue in this manner, and once you come back here, I'll show you what I'm going to do with the one with the other color, because after this it's 1 set. Then it depends on how many sets you want to do. I've come to the end of the row here again. So now I'm going to connect to the next. So this is the row 1, row 2, row 3. So now it's going to be a row 4. So I'm going to connect it onto the top of this chain 3 with a slip stitch. So here is the time when I change color. I just grab the yellow color from the bottom, because I've left it here all the while. So this is how it looks like at the back. So here I'm gonna slip stitch to the next, and I'm going to chain 3 and do a double crochet on the next stitch. Oops. So here, this is how it look like. If your first row and your third row, all the even number rows, odd number rows, all the odd number rows, the number of double crochet is 4. But for the even number rows, the bottom part here is, if it's 6, then here will be a 2. If here it's a 2, here it's gonna be 6. So like before, how we did the 2 and the 6. So if you have 4 here and you only need 2, so we only do on the 2 double crochet in the middle, and then we chain 10, chain 10, and we go over to the other side and do 6 double crochet. 6 double crochet means the corner 2 we're gonna do increase, means we're gonna do 2 double crochet in the same stitch, whereas the middle 2 is only 1 double crochet each. And the last one is gonna be an increase. So how this is how it's gonna look like. So if you have a set 2, you're gonna end up with 6. If you have a 4, you're gonna end up with 2. And the next row is gonna be this dark color, and it's gonna be 4, 4, 4, 4. So this is how you repeat the whole thing. So from here, we do not count this, we count this as the foundation. So from here, the 2, or sorry, we started with the 6, from the 6 to the 2 to another green, this 4, this is 1 set. So if you want to make 5 stars, so it's going to be 5 sets of this 4, 5 sets of this 4 row. So that's in here, 6, 4, 2, and there'll be a 4 here in the next row. So here I'll make 1 set. So up to you how many sets you want to make. So this 1 set is 1 set of the star, the big star, the polished star. So if you want to make more, so you have to make more rows. So that means your number of rows will go in multiple of 3. So here 1 row, 1 set, then you have 2 sets, 3 sets. So when you have 3 sets, it'll be this long. This is 1 set. Okay, so I'll come back to you once I have the desired length, and I'll show you how I'm going to connect this to make it into a star. Okay, it looked like this. I did, wait, let me see. Here, I did, this is considered 1 set, 2 set, I did 3 sets. So now I'm gonna assemble it first. This is how some of the star look like. No, it doesn't look matching, but it's okay. Once I turn it into a blouse, I'll see how it goes. So here, first you have to find the one with 2 double crochet. You find the one with 2 double crochet, you will have 2, okay, I'll call it mine green and yellow. So mine is green, so you just take this 2 green here, you take the one on the right, go under the one on the left, go under it. So once you pull it over, at the side here, you will have another yellow. Make the yellow go through the green part here. And here, find the yellow strand and make it go through. So once it had gone through, it will look like this. So now here you have another green. This yellow, make the green, the nearest one, go through it. Same goes for here. This row you will have green. Make it go through the yellow. So this is like half of a star. So now same thing, go find the one that has 2 double crochet. Take the green and the green, take the right hand side, go under the left hand side. I mean, make it consistent. So if yours are all right hand, go under the left hand side, then you should do all the same. If you intend to make it left, go under the right, then you make it all the same. Make sure it's consistent. So now once you go under the row above it, this row, you will have a yellow strand. Put through this green, the nearest green, and pull it. So now you're gonna have like this. So here, same thing. You see this yellow, pull through the green. Oops. So if you have marker, which you need a lot, you can just add a marker here so that it won't run away. So the next row, you will have these two green. Place it inside the yellow. Same goes for this one. So there you have it, one star here. So this side, you will have a green here too. It belongs to this yellow. You put through. So every time you see a 2 double crochet, it's time for the green to go together. The right side green go under the left side green. And this one, in order to hold it in place, take the yellow, which is this, next to it, and pull it back. Same goes for here. Go find the yellow strand, and you have a star. So here you're gonna have a star. So you continue to assemble this way, and you're gonna have stars here. I think my blouse is too colorful. I think it's best that you complete the whole bottom row first. Before you do the next row, you go row by row instead of this way. If you go this way, things might go wrong. So it's best that you start from the lower part here first and put in or whatever that is necessary. You complete the whole first row first, then you go to the second row, the whole second row, then the whole third row, then the whole fourth row. And by the time you come to the top here, use a marker. Like if it's this, just use a marker and hold both of it together. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. So let me teach you the fastest way since we have so many. So here I've done over this side, so this is the one that is left behind. So here this row is green, obvious the next row should be a yellow one, so we just take the nearest yellow to this green and put it through, and you see there's another green here. You put it through. By the time this green, you put in this yellow, and this yellow you put in this green, you will come to this 2 double crochet part. So here, same thing. When you have a 2 double crochet, you take these 2 green, you insert this green into this side, the right hand side, insert into the left hand side, you put in the hole and pull. So you have one on the left and one on the right. This one, leave it, or you can put your middle finger in here just in case if you want to. If not, you can just leave it aside. This one, we're gonna work with it. Now it's green. Obviously the next one is yellow. Just pull up the nearest yellow to it. Put through, pull, and the nearest green to this yellow, put through, and you pull. And by the time you pull, this green, you put in yellow and you pull the green, you should reach this two double crochet part. So there's one green here and there's one green here, and this is the time. Just add a marker or a safety pin to hold it. So we have done the one on the right, so now the left. Pick it up, get the yellow part, put it in, get the green part, put it in, and by then you should have reached the two double crochet part. Set it aside. Now you go to the next one. This two, which is at the two double crochet part. Take the right hand side, insert to the hole. So you have one on the left and one on the right. Leave this aside, put through the yellow, put through the green, and you will reach this two double crochet. So these two, you're gonna put them together later. So as for now, just add a marker. So I find this is the fastest way so far. And there you have it, all these lovely stars. So this is how it looked like so far. So here you see, I'm gonna pull this upwards here. So here it's kind of blank. So I'm gonna make one row of double crochet with the yellow yarn. So this is my ending part, the part where I join the green. I slip stitch, so now I slip stitch here. I use the yellow yarn. Okay, chain 2. This is one double crochet. So I'm going to make double crochet on top of every double crochet. Oh wait, I missed one. There should be 4. Remember we have 4 greens double crochet in every row. Okay, I have to pull this. Later on I will tighten it. So you're gonna have 4. So now you're gonna make double crochet on top of every double crochet. So here we have 4 green double crochet. Oops, sorry. It's kind of like join them back together. So 4 on top of this 4, 4 on top of this 4, and continue to join it up. So on top of every green, you're gonna make yellow double crochet. So you continue this until the end of the row. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. I did one row of yellow double crochet, and now I'm gonna do the green one to connect this. So since I end with a green, the green in between there's about 4 stitches. So here I'm going to do 4 stitches. On the 4th one I will connect with this, and the 8th one I'm gonna connect with this. So here 4 and 8. But if you end with this yellow, means here you end with this yellow, it's gonna be first one and the 8th one. So here you connect with the first one, here you connect with the 8th one. So you make sure the shape is still the same. So here, since I end with a green, it's still the same thing. You still have to crisscross it. So here I'm gonna do double crochet, single crochet, 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, I'm gonna bring this along. And in between, I should have 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one, or actually the 8th one, because it's in a set of 8, I'm gonna connect with this. So one glance is still a crisscross. So 1, 2, 3, the 4th one, and then 1, 2, 3, the 8th one. So here same thing. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one. These 2, make sure it's crisscross. Put through the hole here and go through the 4th one and do a single crochet. Oops, too loose. And do a single crochet. And in between, you got 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, put through this green part. So you still have this crisscross here. So continue until the end of the row, and then I'll come back. I will do this pattern again on top.